Good morning, everybody. As you are aware, Sustainable Development Goal 2030 is a predecessor of Million Development Goal 2015. The second goal of SDG is hunger, and the third goal is health and well-being. Honorable Prime Minister, Government of India, has started a flagship mission, nutrition mission, in March 2018. The target of which is reducing the nutritional status by 2% every year, and the micronutrient status like anemia by 3% per year. As an innovation to the nutrition mission, they have introduced common application software, which is acronym is CAS. This is precisely to leverage the ICDS program, operational in countries since 1975. This technological advancement commensurate with the information era presently on. It happens to collect huge data elements. It has army of data generators. There are collection, collation, but very little use has been made for taking actions. Data people generate and report as a mandate by the superior officials. The action people sitting at the district or the state level have little time to derive meaningful interactions as a prerequisite for action taking. So there are two sets of discrete people, data people and action people. Under the circumstances, the WCD department, Government of Maharashtra, in collaboration with IIT Mumbai, has developed an innovative project, Know Your District, which is value addition to the common application software. This is just like this gives an understanding, know your problem and know your response. The novelty in the Know Your District project is data visualization, drilling down till the beat to the Anganwadi, and decentralized to facilitate the decentralized decision making. It acts as an advocacy tool. So in nutshell, the whole tool is complementary to the common application software, which is aimed to build an information culture in nutrition era, and bridging the gap between the data people and action people, create interest and try to sustain the information culture hereafter, so that it gives a real impetus to the nutrition goals. Hereafter, my colleague, Mr. Digvijay, will take over to the formal transparency. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jodhkar, for that systematic overview of our innovation. So, post-launch of Poshan Abhiyan, what is the status of ICDS MIS? So, real-time data has been capturing through CAS is a core objective of Poshan Abhiyan. In addition, what has happened is because of this ICDS CAS, all the traditional pen paper-based data collection is being replaced by digital infrastructure. So all Anganwadis now have mobile phones with CAS installed in their phone. This is a paradigm shift, and historically first time we are collecting this quantity and quality of data at various levels of bureaucracy. There are about 250 indicators which are being captured in CAS for children, mother and Anganwadi centers. And this is being done every month. Now this has resulted, for example, in case of Maharashtra, from about 1 lakh Anganwadi centers and 12 lakh pregnant nursing mothers and 70 lakh children, we collect about 6,155 lakh data points, which is about 61.5 crore data points every month. But what has this resulted in? So just like every other government MIS, ICDS is also collecting a lot of data. But when we carefully look at it closely, we understand this data is not being transferred or being utilized for evidence-based decision making. Now, why is this so? So when we studied the whole data value chain system, we understand that there are 4 major bottlenecks. Number one bottleneck is limited sectorial knowledge of decision maker. A collector or CEO Jilla Parishad or a block development officer has limited technical understanding of that core sectorial department. In our case, ICDS. So technical jargons like, for example, stunting, vesting, underweight, and other things won't help them in taking the decisions. The other challenge is clean data. So in government systems, it is generally said that the quality of the data which is input is itself a doubt. So how can we talk about evidence based upon this data? The third major challenge was appropriate and real-time analysis. So what do we mean by this is there is absence of decision maker centric analysis in the system. So for example, a collector of Nandurbar in Maharashtra may require different sort of analysis of the same data than that of collector Ratnagiri or than that of collector Gadchiroli. This contextualization of analysis is absent within the government MIS system. Even if we get contextual analysis, the communication of this analysis to the decision maker does not go beyond bar charts and pie charts. So there is a whole science of data communication through visualization which is not being utilized in the current system. Apart from these four major bottlenecks, when we are dealing with a multi-sectorial problem like malnutrition, it is very much essential that multiple departments' data come together to provide insights, which is absent in the current system. Now, knowing this all background and ICDS or Poshan Abhiyan being an opportunity for us, we started working upon tackling these problems. So in essence, Know Your District takes the real-time data from ICDS CAS, cleans it and generates appropriate analysis, which are communicated in insightful visualizations to decision maker, so that pinpointed analysis can help them in appropriate decisions respectively. It is a complementary system to ICDS CAS. It is developed in-house at Rajmata Mission here at Department of Women and Child Development with technical support from IIT Bombay. It guides the decision maker through step-by-step and action-oriented analysis. And we go far as to say it acts like a virtual think tank of a decision maker. Now, decision maker could be different people at different levels. At taluka level could be a block development officer, at district, a DHO, deputy CEO, ICDS, collector or CEO, at state level, commissioner and secretariats and other directors of major missions. So the proof of the pudding is in the eating. I would like to show some screenshots of our dashboard, and at the end of the presentation, I would like to take you through the dashboard as well. So for example, this is our one screenshot which we show weighing efficiency, which is a crucial factor. Even before we start talking about malnutrition, what is the weighing efficiency? So this is the one dashboard screenshot which shows for the month of June, what is the weighing efficiency for whole of Maharashtra. As you can see, COVID has had affected our weighing efficiency across the districts. We see here burden of malnutrition indicator, in this case stunting across the districts. So we see how districts are performing and what is the problematic area exactly and how much is their burden. In this visualization, we see if we want to compare multiple indicators together, like for example, pregnant woman with 1 ANC visit vis-a-vis pregnant woman with 4 ANC visits across the state. The other unique thing, like Dr. Jyotkar mentioned, is color mapping the data. So within the government system, more often the data is communicated through tables or bar chart or line chart at max. But as all our data is spatial data and it has particular geography associated with it, we give facility to map the data and color code it automatically. This results in understanding of the data better. So in this case, we are visualizing for the month of June stunted children all across Maharashtra, and we can see the poor performing tribal districts there. And when I click on a particular district which I want to zoom into, I get block-wise analysis of that districts. So here I show the district of Nashik, and you can see the western tribal blocks are more problematic than that rest of the Nashik. The other key feature is drill down till Anganwadi level. Now, for a decision maker at district level, our districts are so huge that it is necessary for them to drill down. So, for example, here I am visualizing Palghar data in case of stunted children, and when decision maker clicks on that particular block, we get project wise data, which is an ICDS administrative body, ICDS project. If we click on particular project, in case here Dhanu, then we get beat wise visualization of that project. If we click on a particular project, we get Anganwadi wise. So all this has been developed internally here. We created the shape files, we geolocated the Anganwadis and integrated it all into our system. The other unique thing which we worked with IIT was radar diagrams to communicate our findings. So a radar diagram is basically multiple indicators of multiple geographies mapped together to communicate intelligently. So here I can select the project of my choice and I can compare the district's data, the best projects data, and Maharashtra's data together. In this case, I am comparing outcome indicators of a particular district. The same goes for process indicators, so that we show separately. So decision maker not only gets to know where they are going wrong in terms of outcome, but what is the scope for improvement in terms of process. Talking about scalability and replicability, the whole KYD Maharashtra dashboard has been launched, and district-wise KYD has been launched for 7 districts. The plan to cover for next district is in process. We are in such a state now that it takes less than 50 man hours to develop and launch a KYD for new district. Once the analysis is created, it spreads across whole of KYD. The platform is built on open source platform, D3. Hence the technology cost are zero. So when we collaborated with IIT Bombay, their one request was, let us build in open source technology so that further expansion would be easy. It is built in to integrate with ICDS CAS. Therefore, any other states or district where ICDS CAS is streamlined, this can become a retrofit into their system. In order to tackle multi-sectoral problems like malnutrition, it is very much essential that we stop talking in silos. And we really believe that data can become a language for conversions between different departments. So this, we have inbuilt capability in KYD to link with MIS of health and other departments. We also get, when we started with this project and we started implementing, we got to know about other advantages as well. This project starts when the collector starts using the MIS data, which has never happened before in the department. The quality of data starts improving. So the taluka level officer starts understanding, "Are collector sir, मुझे ये पूछने वाले हैं, इसका reason क्या है? I have to find out." The lower beat level, Anganwadi level officials, field level officials starts understanding, okay, I am being monitored through this indicator, so I have to understand now what is going wrong and how it is. So therefore it improves the data culture within the department, and as a result, the improvement or increase in use of MIS data also results in improving the quality of data. So one major challenge within the MIS, which was quality अच्छी नहीं है, starts improving because the data is being utilized. The future road for our project is expansion to other districts, converge with health, MIS, GPDP, finance, and other data sets, and really take it to more contextual level and understand the requirement of various levels of people and update portal according to it. So our aim is to make data driven governance a practical thing and not a theoretical concept. We thank you very much. These are our contact details, and I'm now seeking your permission to share my actual portal with you. So this is the portal, sir. I am showing you. Like I mentioned to you, here is the individual districts scenario. So when I put my scroll on it, I get to understand what is the scenario across the districts. I can select different months. I can select weighing and height measuring efficiency here. And this is designed in such a way that it takes a decision maker step by step. The first thing a decision maker in ICDS should see, weighing efficiency kaisi hai, kahan par hai, what is the level of data that he or she can trust. And therefore the first visualization. The second visualization here can compare multiple data sets. So for example, here are performance and output indicators which they want to compare with similar indicators. Now this pie chart shows level of burden of stunting across the districts of Maharashtra. So when I understand Nashik is a burden district, it also shows me what is its contribution to stunting and what is the contribution of enrolled children. And when I click on Nashik here, it goes to the block level of Nashik. So within the block of Nashik, what is a burden? So for example, a state level decision maker is taking a review, not just saying Nashik में problem है, पर आपके Nashik में कहाँ पर exactly problem है. It can help to pinpoint that. With limitation of time, I'll directly shift to the mapping here. So like I was mentioning, district-wise mapping and burden is shown in this figure. This is also showing the weighing efficiency of that particular district. So the black dot here represents कि उस महीने में उस district के कितने बच्चों का वजन और height हुआ है. And then it shows color-coded nutrition status. So if I want to drill down into a particular district, I simply click on that district and that it drill downs to block level of that district. Simultaneously, one major issue is that since district geographies or boundaries may not be socio-cultural boundaries of that particular area. So if I want to view the same indicator block-wise, I can do that by simply clicking. So here I see whole of Maharashtra taluka-wise for that indicator. And as obviously expected, we see clusters of undernutrition status within Maharashtra, which are cross-cutting the district boundaries. This really helps the decision maker to understand, okay, the problem is not district specific, but a lower geographical understanding helps. These were the major visualizations we wanted to show you. Apart from that, let me just show you the visualization of drill down. So here is a KYD of a particular district, in this case Palghar, we are visualizing the data. So similarly, when I click on a particular district taluka, it drills down to project of that taluka. When I click on the project, it drills down to beat within that project. And when I click on that beat, it drills down to Anganwadi center. So, and I can understand what is the name of Anganwadi center, how many children were weighed, what is the undernutrition status, and all relevant indicators are given. So in essence, our project is to empower the decision maker based upon the data which they are already collecting and utilizing, and help them to achieve data-driven governance. Over to you, Joe.
Yeah. So as cited, this is the process, as rightly said. The end goal is to build a data culture in the system and bridge the gap between data people and action people, so that the system itself will sustain over a period of time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we'd like to take questions now.
Thank you. Sharma ji.
Sir, you are on mute.
Sir, you are on mute.
Mr. Digvijay ji, I want to know that under the aspirational district program, nutrition is one of the main component. So how many districts you have, aspirational districts in Maharashtra, and what is the progress of your work in those aspirational districts?
Thank you, sir. There are 4 aspirational districts in Maharashtra, sir. Nandurbar, Washim, Usmanabad, and Gadchiroli. So we have developed KYD for all these 4 districts, and we have transferred. We are in the process of training the district officials in using this.
And what about the progress, physical progress, outcome? Is there substantial improvement in the nutritional level of children,
So,
or you are yet to measure it?
I'll take it. So, impact on nutritional status is a long-term objective, sir. What we are doing is taking the first step of making people or decision makers make use of their data. As far as KYD project goes, it has been launched 4 months ago. So it is in process, and then COVID happened, sir. So our Anganwadis were closed, and we didn't really had a lot of data coming in within the system. Now that things have streamlined, it is again taking the pace, and we hope that the first success of our portal will be the decision makers start using their MIS data, and over the years when this starts happening, the cycle starts turning around, and then the nutritional status or the impact on it would be visible. Yotkar sir, you want to add?
I mean, the system is established just 4 months back, and the COVID pandemic, the containment and the new normals have really derailed the nutrition and both health services also. So there was some dip in the performance, in the even the weighing efficiency. People were also reluctant to bring the child to the Anganwadi for growth monitoring, and so is I mean they even during the home visit, the frontline nutrition worker was not allowed to have the weight and height measured for the fear of COVID. So under the circumstances, I mean there was dip, but now the things are coming back. So the question will be answered in next 6 months or so, I believe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I have some general observation to make.
Please.
This looks interesting. This application looks interesting, and with the right kind of data, it can be very powerful in the hands of policymakers. Now, what I am thinking is that every such application has a language, just as Facebook and WhatsApp have a language of interaction. So unless we we establish a language of interaction with the web application, which is generally understood by all stakeholders, the applicability or the usability will be limited to that extent. When if people know about your system, they will be using it, and if you get a policymaker who thinks that he knows about where the problems are already, he doesn't need any data or he doesn't need any other information, then the usability would be reduced to that extent. So I'm wondering whether this can be taken up with the ministry at the ministry level centrally, so that one language of such applications can be made available to all stakeholders all over India. I don't know whether you have thought about this or not, or because you said that the system has been in operation only for 4 months, and the applicability and the usability and the impact would be probably be known in the time to come. So maybe that would be a good way of looking at it, to see if it is useful, the impacts are visible, then to take it up at a level in which it will be available to all stakeholders all over the country.
Thank you. I mean, your views are very pertinent, sir. I mean, as you have rightly mentioned, we are in a process of building the evidence, sir. I mean, after creating some evidence, we will do some advocacy with our colleagues in Government of India. I mean, this will give us a interface with Government of India, and then we can go for the common language and then extensive. But before that, the process of building the evidence is a must from our side. We should convince our internal stakeholders at state level also, and then we will carry it forward, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, what is your role in this? What kind of inputs are you providing?
I mean, I'm a medical doctor. I'm retired from Public Health Department, Government of Maharashtra. I was with University of Toronto for 4 years as a research scientist. I've just taken over in August 2020 only. And my team, they are, postgraduates of IIT and one faculty of head of the department, Satish Agnihotri from IIT Mumbai. They are helping us in as far as the IT platform and the things are concerned. So it's a collaborative effect between the domain experts and the real, developers.
Yeah. So, sir, I am graduate of IIT Bombay. I've done my master's from here, and I'm now working with Mission. And I have with me, I have Karan, who is a graduate of IIT Gandhinagar, who is working with us. So we are engineers who are working in public health and nutrition. Professor Satish Agnihotri, who is principal investigator for this project, he is a retired serviceman. He was of the batch 1980. Professor Satish Agnihotri.
Yes.
Odisha cadre. And he was Secretary Women and Child Development twice in Odisha. Therefore, he has the real understanding of system, and with his academic background, he really helped us to contextualize the whole portal. And with this, this is a team effort, sir. Yeah.
I get it. So looks very, very promising. And if you are convinced that this is going to be as good as it seems, then I don't know whether you people have to do it or someone else has to do it. Sharma ji might like to advise us on this. But what I'm thinking is that we have too many of efforts in different directions, which might be good on their own.
I think now we should take this project if.
Yeah.
Any other questions, sir?
No, thank you. Thank you.